Witam wszystkich, zapraszam do oglądania Dziedzictwo Hogwartu. W tym odcinku przetestujemy sobie inny tryb graficzny, czyli tryb Fidelity plus Ray Tracing. I zobaczymy, czy może ten tryb jest lepszy. Okay, musimy wrócić do klasy profesora Figa. O, okrągłe okulary lepsze. No to dobra, to od razu wkładamy, jako że to nam współczynniki podnosi. Aha, nie możemy. Na razie okej, no dobra. A co to jest? Profesorze Black, czy mogę zasugerować zakaz magii na terenie biblioteki? Ktoś się zakrada do działu ksiąg zakazanych, a Okresid Bloom uważa, że biblioteka to jej własny ogródek, gdzie może sobie ćwiczyć najnowsze zaklęcia, co zakłóca spokój innym. W porównaniu z takimi wybrykami Irytek jest grzeczny. Okej. Dobra, lecimy dalej.
Revelio.
Musimy wyjść z biblioteki. Sprawdzam właśnie, czy na pewno gra wygląda inaczej trochę, ale bardziej zwalnia częściej i to widać. Ciekawe, jak w trakcie walki będzie.
Revelio.
Misja rozpoczęta. Zanieść profesorowi Figowi księgę. O, jeszcze ktoś jest.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Levioso.
Orthodox. It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll
No
see what I
raczej.
can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look.
Jeszcze tam jakaś małpa siedzi z jakąś kulką niebieską z tyłu.
Oh
Ciekawe,
dear.
czy można to zabrać.
Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
Oczywiście.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
Dobra.
Oh, and
Co
don't
teraz?
neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as
A
well.
musimy utrzymywać z przyjaciółmi również dobre stosunki. Ukończ misję główną, okej. Kolejny poziom i co teraz?
Revelio!
Zaraz jeszcze chciałem tą małpę zobaczyć. Przeczytaj pocztę.
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands.
Aha,
Also, the
dobra.
training dummy is
Jeszcze
still
rundka,
available.
okej.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you
Super.
about and it might
Revelio!
outside of the castle.
2 zadania. Nati właśnie wysłała ci wiadomość swoją pocztą, prosząc o spotkanie w Dolnym Hogsfield. Dolny Hogsfield. Tutaj. Okej.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the
O,
assignments I have
to
given
bym
you,
chciał.
and then proceed to see me
Nowe
here.
zaklęcia. Ale zaraz, to najpierw coś... O kurde, ile nam się odblokowało tego. Wymaga poziom 4. Dziewczyna, a tutaj... Dobra, zacznijmy od tego, zajęcia z zielarstwa. Lecimy. Zobaczmy, czy nie możemy się przenieść gdzieś bliżej. O, tutaj na przykład. Zawsze to będzie kawałek bliżej. Okej.
Revelio!
Stąd mamy już bardzo blisko. No i nie można znowu. To czego nie lubię, że nie można przeskakiwać przez barierki.
Is she growing Punja's onion again?
Good morning, Professor Garlick. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here, you'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our
Professor
garden.
Garlic.
We
Pani
do look
Czosnek.
forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears.
Czemu?
Now, everyone, grip the mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm
Pewnie za
tug.
chwilę się dowiemy. Aha, temu.
Quickly, place your mandrake in the new pot and cut down the soil. The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo!
No właśnie, tak sobie myślę, co z szybami.
I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone.
I to tyle już po lekcji?
Revelio.
We'll be planting dittany
Rozejrzyjmy
bottom
się.
tables. You can all get started. I need to have a
Musimy
brief word
porozmawiać
with our new student.
z profesorką. No i chyba będziemy musieli to zrobić, nic nie możemy innego na razie. A co tutaj?
I wonder if hippogriffs like
Bierz mi
knotgrass.
liście malwy.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Było bardzo miło.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the magic neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's
Okay.
see how to balance my star thistle arrangement.
Czyli już możemy
If it's
siać.
fancy,
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from
9
Professor Sharp's
minut.
class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage.
Kąsającą kapustę.
You'll find
No
that some
ciekawe.
plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Hello. Saw
Hello.
you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to
A,
meet you.
to z tym, tak?
I'm Leander. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh,
Here we are. Home of the Chinese... Go on. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Gdzie ta kukła? Tutaj. Kapusta.
Look at that! They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
Jasne, ale to
just
tylko
because those
manekin.
cabbages will chomp on a dummy doesn't mean they do the same on, say, a goblin.
It's chaos out there. trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if
możemy
necessary.
na trolle używać,
Dogweed
tak?
and Deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents would
Czy to
plant in the
jest
garden.
rodzaj
You get
broni?
the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class.
Dobra, lecimy.
Revelio.
Tylko się
I'll see you
rozejrzyjmy.
back in class.
Tutaj nic nie ma. Coś słyszę. Okej. No zaraz. A nie, stąd przyszliśmy, dobra.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
To prawda, rośliny są
Magical plants
ciekawe.
have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime.
Na
I so
herbatkę?
enjoy checking in with
Chętnie,
my new
zajrzymy.
students.
Okej, lekcja ukończona.
Those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots.
Tutaj na
Only
zbiory
cost me
trzeba
my
czekać.
damned hearing.
Okej, teraz mamy zajęcia z eliksirów i to musimy jak najszybciej załatwić, ponieważ nie mamy już eliksirów leczniczych, więc musimy uważać, żeby nie wdawać się w żadne walki. I też zmieniłem tryb jednak na ten wcześniejszy Fidelity bez ray tracingu, ponieważ gra mi raz się zawiesiła i ogólnie zauważyłem, że działa gorzej. Tak mi się wydaje.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why
Czyli
this particular
leczniczy,
potion
świetnie.
might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal
No
a
właśnie.
variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
I tyle? W formie takiej minigierki jest to rozwiązane, jak widać.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
Twoje gniazda wyposażenia są pełne. Sprzedaj lub wyrzuć nadmiar przedmiotów.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
Zbierz jaja popiełka. Zbierz futro mrocznego wilka. Okej.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Dobrze
He
słyszałeś.
did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular.
Jakiś
I'm just
specjalny,
missing one
tajemny
tiny last
eliksir.
ingredient that will add that
Fajnie,
extra
lubię
spark.
takie
I
rzeczy.
suspect
Ciekawi mnie
that's where
to.
I come in.
Na
You're as
pewno
clever
się
as I'd
nam
hoped.
przyda.
I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's
Czyli to
office
jest
with his
jakieś
permission,
zadanie poboczne,
perhaps you could grab it
podejrzewam.
for me.
Mogę przynieść.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Remember,
Revelio.
Wszystko? Dobra.
your potion station's organized and free of clutter.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you. This is good. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion.
Dobra, wracamy do naszego stanowiska.
Should you chop the
Zróbmy
dignity
nowy
or crush
eliksir.
it? The wrong answer could result in the
Edurus.
unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
Wzmacnia obronę. Okej. A, już teraz nie trzeba się bawić.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to. Ah! Get it!
To tylko poczekać.
Dragonstar! What happened?
Komuś tam nie wyszło chyba.
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me.
I brewed an Edurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
A, się dowiedział. Nie wiem, co pan ma na
I'm
myśli.
not sure what you're talking about, Professor.
No właśnie.
You will
Nie
not earn
przyznawajmy
favor
się.
with me by failing to take responsibility for your actions. I suggest you heed my warning. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Okej.
Revelio.
Sprawdźmy, czy jeszcze tutaj nie ma jakiejś strony może.
Class is dismissed.
Ale chyba nie ma. Mogę uważać więcej? A, brakuje mi składników. Soku z chorbotka.
My robes are going to reek from Gareth.
Okej, spójrzmy na zadania. Dziewczyna z Uagadou. Spotkaj się z Nati. A tutaj musimy wypróbuj incendio przeciwko kilku wrogom. Skrzyżowanie różdżek. Muszę tutaj posiadać więcej tych eliksirów leczniczych, bo coraz trudniejsze walki tam są. Może to byśmy zaliczyli.
Revelio.
Right down. How nice to see you, my young friend.
Sto 190 metrów? Nie. Przenieśmy się. Tylko chyba odznaczyłem zadanie. Niechcąco. U niego, tak? Można trenować.
Hello, Lucan. I'd like to practice with the training dummy. That'd be brilliant.
Wonderful. I'll set things up. If you need to stop practicing.
A, czyli kolejny trening mamy, dobra. Czyli... A, nie mam tego czaru nastawionego, dobra, momencik. Czyli... A jaki będzie jeszcze tam potrzebny, tak. To tutaj... Tak. Okej. Coś takiego.
Excellent form.
Okej. Nie, zaraz muszę teraz zmienić. Nie, nie muszę zmieniać.
Incendio.
Nicely done.
No to wymaga trochę wprawy. Czyli teraz tak. Tak, tak, tak.
Incendio.
O kurde, jaka kombinacja. Jeszcze raz. Czyli tak.
Incendio. Incendio.
That's it. Impressive wand work. I'd hate to face you in a duel.
Thanks, Lucan. You've been...
Oh, stop. Seriously, well done. Training dummies will think twice before challenging you again.
Dobra. Zadanie zaliczone, tak?
Yes.
Tak. Trening zaklęć. Na poziomie drugim. Poziom jeszcze nie wskoczył. Mam za mało tych leczniczych. Na razie nie będę podejmował kolejnego zadania pobocznego, ale zajmiemy się tym zadaniem. Zobaczmy, jak daleko tylko to zadanie jest. Aha, tutaj, tak. I że musimy z buta? No dobra. Dobra, przebiegnijmy się. Tam jeszcze nie byliśmy. Co to za balony jakieś? No przydałaby się miotła już do latania. Niedługo na pewno zdobędziemy. O, tutaj jakiś znak zapytania jest. Ciekawe co on oznacza. Wejść można? Można. A, pełne gniazda, kurde. Inwentarz. Gdzie tutaj mam pełne? Chodzi o wyposażenie tutaj? Chyba nie, ale można jakieś... Czy coś mamy lepszego? Jakieś najgorsze zniszczyć na przykład, żeby zobaczyć jak się niszczy w ten sposób. I zobaczmy. Tak. Rzeczywiście. Chodzi o wyposażenie tutaj. To sobie zniszczymy. To też. Pewnie można to sprzedawać gdzieś. Tak myślę. Okej. I może można zwiększyć ilość tych rzeczy, które możemy posiadać.
I should investigate.
100 metrów. Ale jeszcze jakaś jaskinia jest tutaj. Coś tutaj jest. Jakieś coś, ale po co? Nie.
Levioso! Accio!
Może gdzieś coś jeszcze trzeba zrobić, nie wiem. A nie, się otworzyło. A tutaj pewnie to trzeba. Nie? Stamtąd... Nie rozumiem. Co z tym się stało? Dziwne. Okej, lecimy dalej. Coś tutaj będzie trzeba zrobić, ale widocznie na razie nie mogę. Albo nie wiem jak. W każdym razie się dowiem. To jest jakiś nowy rodzaj znajdziek. I rozkminek.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Okej, to już tutaj.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
Chcą czegoś.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is.
To ta wiedza starożytna.
And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us, which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matabeleland. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Dobrze to słyszeć.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Okej.
Be on your guard.
Handy
Mamy
resource
tutaj
indeed.
mnóstwo
You're rebelling.
skrzynek. Aha, ale się nie dostaniemy, tak? Misja ukończona.
Pardon me, is everything all right?
Hardly. I've just lost my business and almost my life. You'd best look elsewhere for wares. I never thought it'd come to this. Be on your guard.
To będzie kolejne jakieś zadanie poboczne
When
pewnie.
I said as much, they turned on me, struck me till I nearly passed out. Took my carts, my belongings, even that.
Będę się rozglądał, jakieś obrazy, tak mi pokradli.
Keep an eye out for your carts.
That is very kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here, just past some ruins. Too dangerous to try and retrieve them. I did enchant the carts to return to me if I ever lost them, however. Slim though the chances may be, I'm holding out hope that some of what was taken is returned to me. It was nice meeting you. I wish it had been under better
Tak, to jest
circumstances.
jakaś misja poboczna. No dobra, ja sobie w tym momencie zakończę ten materiał. Jeżeli film Ci się podobał, zostaw lajka, zostaw komentarz. Zapraszam również do subskrybowania kanału. Dzięki za oglądanie i pozdrawiam.